Hey everybody, Brandon McDonald here. Today I am bringing back Fight Communists in America. The channel will be coming back, and I'm so excited, guys, to bring Fight Communists in America back to you guys. It's gonna be awesome. We'll do politics and other stuff, so please, subscribe if you haven't, and let's get into this today. Literally, I am going to be reviewing an article called How the Supreme Court is Going to Change America Forever, and how it's all bad and all this other stuff. Actually, it's a lot more good than you think if you're a liberal. So, with all that aside and everything else, let's get into the article. Okay, everybody, so here we are. There's a few inaccuracies on the beginning, like this stuff. People will seek abortions coming to these laws. Yeah, people are going to do this sick thing. Supreme Court have to step in once again. Yeah, it's nothing that should be happy about the death of someone. They're always getting on to people for making fun of someone dying or something like that. Well, what about these babies? It just makes no sense. Alright. Black women will be mostly impacted by the ban of abortion. Yes, because Planned Parenthood founder, I believe her name was Margaret Atwood, literally put them in the black communities. Why? And that is because literally they wanted to kill as much black babies as they could. And literally Margaret Taylor Atwood, I think is her name. I can't remember. She was literally part of the KKK. That's what they don't tell you about Planned Parenthood. The founder of Planned Parenthood was KKK and wanted to basically get rid of black kids. That way there's no more black people in the world. Well, literally, a lot of these black people are so poor nowadays in the cities and stuff that they go for abortions because they don't think they can support their children. And it's all virtue signaling by the government because they believe the government is there to help them because of racial injustice, which isn't fully a thing. Yeah, there's still bad cops out there. There's going to be bad and corrupt cops out there. Heck, I even have dealt with a couple. So I know that is a thing. But it's not the entire police force. And they're led to believe this lie. So literally they get in the gangs or something like that. And a lot of this is caused by the government placing them in places. Because they can't afford to live out in the country or somewhere safe. So, yeah. Conservatives must urgently embrace a whole life approach. So, I'm doing a quick version of this, guys. I'm not fully reading the article. Alright. People who seek abortions will... Okay, I already did that one. Let's see. Young people won't see this country as a democracy. This is something right here I have a problem with. We are not a democracy. We are a constitutional republic. And this is seen by, one, we have a constitution. Two, elect every leader in office. If it was a democracy, it would be everybody in office. You would vote for them. Heck, you don't even vote for the Supreme Court. That's the government. And that is because we are a constitutional republic. The government is equally voted between the citizens in the government. That's why you don't even vote for the cabinet of the president, because the president chooses that stuff. It makes no sense. And no, it's not going to be that way. Okay. Charles, guys. Oh, yeah, here we go. That's not it. The decision will push abortion to the center of every political race in the country and polarize U.S. politics even more. That is something true, because there's a lot of people out there who want to kill babies. Okay, so, the decision to give both parties an opportunity to move toward the center on abortion. That's not going to happen, but there are Republicans who are so liberal that they support that stuff, and I don't associate myself with those people. I'm more of a kind of new political system. I'm not independent necessarily. I'm more leaning Republican, but I am a conservative. But if the leader has my values or comes close to it in the Democratic Party, I may vote for them. But they have to share my full entire values before anything like that. And they have to prove themselves in office first. So, that depends. But I mainly vote Republican. And that's because they're usually a lot better equipped to take on our state and stuff. Heck, it's just weird. Okay. What was that last one? Yeah, I'll be given to both parties for sure. The court improvisation Roe v. Wade will fire the starting gun of yet another wave of overly violent conflict. Okay, the issue I have with this is, we'll get into this part of the article, is literally you guys are the ones who being violent. January 6th, I'm going to get in trouble for this, was not Republicans for the most part. Now, yes, there were some Republicans who went in, but that's because the cops were shooting them in. There's tons of video evidence of it, and they're ignoring that. But cops were shoving people in, letting them in. Because if they weren't, there was security guards and cops right outside the courthouse. You think they wouldn't have done something? Heck, with them climbing the building and stuff, they would have shot them on sight for stuff like that. But instead, that never happened. They were shooing them in. And some Republicans were going in there because they believed that, we're just going in to march and they're allowing us to come in because of that. That was everybody's mistake. That was Republican, because they automatically thought, they're allowing us in to come say what we need. So they followed those people in. And that's because of that. Because they were literally wearing Antifa and Black Lives Matter colors. There was no Trump supporter colors. That is the one issue. It was a false flag to get conservatives arrested. That is the whole ordeal of it, is to implement stuff like this. And Trump wasn't even near the White House. He was literally far away speaking to people about, literally, we're going to fight this peacefully. And Trump did say that. He did not incite it. And they aren't going to show you that on the mainstream media. Alright, let's get into this part of the article. The court's individualization of Roe v. Wade will fire the starting gun on yet another wave of overtly violent conflict over the movement of people across borders over the coming years. Although the court's reasoning embraces the idea of rule of law, its intervention has the effect of creating predictable risk of violence by Democrats. They're not going to tell you that on here. Over and above the harm that will accrue to women denied medical care, the imperial rule of law. Consider, for instance, what happened in the states such as Louisiana treat the decision to obtain an abortion as a criminal homicide. Yes, it is, because you're killing something. Many other states, Louisiana allows a bystander to use force or violence to kill if they reasonably believe it's necessary to protect a person, such as defense of others. Provisions of criminal codes on their face would allow someone to use force, and even deadly force, to stop a woman crossing state lines to secure an abortion. It would be perfectly lawful to draw a firearm on a woman traveling outside a state to get a medical care. Actually, that is not what the government is going to do. The Supreme Court wants it to be, you can have it at any point in whatever state you want to go. They were literally wearing Antifa and Black Lives Matter colors. There was no Trump supporter colors. That is the one issue. It was a false flag to get conservatives arrested. That is the whole ordeal of it, is to implement stuff like this. And Trump wasn't even near the White House. He was literally far away speaking to people about, literally, we're going to fight this peacefully. And Trump did say that. He did not incite it. And they aren't going to show you that on the mainstream media. Alright, let's get into this part of the article. The court's individualization of Roe v. Wade will fire the starting gun on yet another wave of overtly violent conflict over the movement of people across borders over the coming years. Although the court's reasoning embraces the idea of rule of law, its intervention has the effect of creating predictable risk of violence by Democrats. They're not going to tell you that on here. Over and above the harm that will accrue to women denied medical care, the imperial rule of law. Consider, for instance, what happened in the states such as Louisiana treat the decision to obtain an abortion as a criminal homicide. Yes, it is, because you're killing something. Many other states, Louisiana allows a bystander to use force or violence to kill if they reasonably believe it's necessary to protect a person, such as defense of others. Provisions of criminal codes on their face would allow someone to use force, and even deadly force, to stop a woman crossing state lines to secure an abortion. It would be perfectly lawful to draw a firearm on a woman traveling outside a state to get a medical care. Actually, that is not what the government is going to do. The Supreme Court wants it to be, you can have it at any point in whatever state you want to go. Require two women denied medical care into imperial rule of law. Okay. Consider, for instance, what happened in Louisiana treats them. Yeah, a criminal homicide? Yes, it is. Because you're killing something. Heck, with animals, you're not allowed to do that. You can't kill an animal. You can't have an abortion on an animal. That is illegal. So why not people? It makes no sense. Reasonably believe it is necessary to protect a person, such defense of others, it of others provisions to criminal codes on their face would allow someone to use force, even deadly force, to stop a woman crossing state lines to secure an abortion. That is, it would be perfectly lawful to draw firearms on a woman traveling outside the state to get medical care. Okay, here's where it gets crazy. Even when the law doesn't provide an excuse, it's easy to imagine far-right groups organizing to control the interstate movement of pregnant bodies. Right-wing militias are mobilizing already on the southern border, claiming to be on the hunt for trafficked children and promising no quarter. Well, this may surprise you guys, but this is false, partially, because the reason they're doing it is mainly the biggest places with trafficked are the on-border states, because that's where the illegal immigrants are flowing through. Makes perfect sense now, doesn't it? If you're a liberal. Okay, here's the next one. In post-Roe America, I am hopeful our society will rebuild and our communities will heal. Yeah, wanting to kill a baby is, especially black kids, is what you guys are against, supposedly, but you're not. It's hard to see the issue will do much at the national level. Yeah, it's not going to do everything. So, yeah. Okay, next one. The decision will place the reproductive health of black women and other women of color at great risk. That is literally, this pisses me off. That is literally the reason Margaret Atwood even created Planned Parenthood is to kill all the black people. KKK member. Makes sense now, doesn't it? It's just stupid. The Democratic Party is mainly really racist. Also, this may surprise you, but all the members of the KKK, this may surprise you, are Democrat. That is the most thing. Then you got crazy racists out there because of the media. They claim Trump's racist. They think the right is racist, so they support the right. I hate the media doing stuff like that. There's people out there like that. I've met a couple because they believe, since the news told them that Trump supports racism, they automatically vote for him. That's the media's fault for that shit. The American people will be forced to talk to one another, reason together. Yeah, that makes no sense. It's not going to change anything. Expectant parents will not be able to fully use powerful tools and that knowledge of genetic testing and parental screening. It just makes no sense. Yeah, this is just a whole bunch of liberal stuff. The decision will exacerbate the partisanship and regional division on abortion that is already in place. There will be civil war. Yes, this is something that is going on right now because the Democrats are trying to divide the entire country. Also some Republicans, I can say that as well. The next 10 years will be marked by highlighted attempts to restrict abortion not only in red states but also nationwide until these tensions come to a boiling point. Here is just one possible scenario. After Republicans take Congress in 2022 and then the White House in 2024, Congress will pass and the president will sign the Federal Fugitive Women's Act, making it a crime to travel or abet travel to interstate commerce for the purpose of obtaining abortion. No, that is false, because literally they're leaving that to the states. That's why. And federal, since the Supreme Court ruled it, cannot revoke laws like that. They can't invoke laws about that because it is legal in the U.S. So, when everything was given over to the states, it's up to the states to decide that shit. They can't arrest you for that. That is constitutionally, literally, illegal. Okay, that's a whole bunch of lies. Okay, the anti-abortion movement will look to the conservative justice for protection for fetal personhood. Literally, these people are so sick. The court could craft a new, more modern and justice-focused decision upholding the right to abortion. You don't have the right to abortion. It is technically illegal under the Constitution to kill someone. So, killing a baby, they should all be in jail. Now, I don't believe every mother should go to jail for doing that shit, because a lot of them are stressed into this shit. I get that, either by parents, that's why a lot of young women have that, or literally because they can't afford to take care of a child, period, because of the places in poverty that they live in, like the black community, in cities. So it's just a whole bunch of this shit. That's a lie. Let's continue on. Conservatives must urgently embrace a whole life approach. No, we're not changing our minds. Besides, probably some of the corrupt politicians in the Republican Party. Making abortion illegal with not maternally will not maternally affect the number of abortions. Yes, that is true. But the government could do a lot more shit to help these people be able to give birth, make their cities better, literally make sure they're not living on the street pregnant. Because that's something that is a problem in democratic run cities. Literally, they are literally trashy, rat-infested places because of that. That's what Trump said. And there's actual video evidence to prove that stuff, if you could do the research. So yeah, this is just a lie again. Okay, let's go to the next one. A trajectory of many years of law that increasingly see women's health and anatomy as secondary to those features. It is not a woman's health unless she is dying. And that's majority. That's very rare they do abortions for that. But, literally, this stuff about it increasingly women's health, it is not a woman's health. It is the baby's health that is at risk. Because that baby dies every time you commit an abortion. Okay, let's go to the next one. Abortion importance will not be increased until abortion is entirely eliminated. Well, that's something that's going to happen probably in the future, but it's nothing to get your panties wanted out, because you still get abortions for you liberals. So what matters? But anyways, ending on that happy note, guys. Literally, yeah, so, literally, this is crazy stuff. We need to stop the democracy stuff, the killing of black babies. Because where's Black Lives Matter on this stuff? Literally the killing of black babies. Where's Black Lives Matter at? Nowhere. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have your own opinions, please leave them down in the comment. Please be respectful. But yeah, I know, guys. It's literally sad that this stuff has to happen if you're a conservative. But if you're one of those liberals out there claiming that you don't support the killing of the baby, you literally do if you're promoting abortion and women's right to choose. It should be illegal because A, that is murder, and B, it is morally wrong. Because the same, if you technically give an abortion on an animal or kill a baby that's in the animal's womb or egg, you can literally go to jail for that. But yet they allow it on humans. And that's to depopulate the world of black people. They don't like black people. They want the entire black race eliminated. That is something these communists in America want. This is Brian McDonald. Welcome to Communist America. And literally the channel's coming back, guys. So if you want to watch more of the content, please subscribe. And also please leave a like. It'll help expand the channel out. And share this video to as many friends as you have to let them be aware of everything. And also to help grow the channel. So, literally hit that little subscribe button. Click on and be notified every time I upload a new video. This is Brian McDonald signing out. I'll see you out there, movie lovers. Oh yeah, my voice is weird, so sorry about that. But we have a special treat for you guys from Thor. So, may I introduce you guys to Thor? Okay, guys, say hello to Thor. Hey, Thor, say hi, bud. Hey, girl, say hi. Thor is a female three-toed box turtle. She is pretty precious to me. So yeah. That's her. Say hi to the camera, girl.